My next guest on Voices today is Pauline Jackson. She's part of the Sussex Elders Commission and working with the police in the county. She's here to tell us more about it. Pauline, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So, could you tell me, what is the Sussex Elders Commission?
Well, the Sussex Elders Commission is an opportunity for older residents to support, challenge and inform the works of the Sussex Police and Crime Commissioner, Katie Bourne, and local policing priorities. What we're trying to do, there's 28 of us having big conversation with everybody that we can of the older people across the area to find out what their concerns are about the key areas concerning policing, crime and community safety. I'm particularly involved because I'm actually a trustee of Age UK Sussex, and therefore I feel passionate about older people, and I want to do all I can to help ensure they have a good quality of life, because they're often, as you know, they're often ignored and they feel their views don't count. And I'm particularly concerned about those who are isolated or suffer from loneliness. And as part of the Elders Commission, I want to be able to share thoughts on how safe they feel in the communities and the priorities they would like to see the police focus on. We started in March of this year, and it'll be running for just under a year in February next year. And after that, they'll be able to report on the 5 issues that all the people that we've managed to talk to, and I think our aim is to talk to 2,000 people, what their 5 issues are. And the 5 issues that they come up with will be the issues that the police will then take on board.
And do you know what those 5 are going to be yet?
No. We have 8 key issues that we talk to them about, which are financial abuse, fear of crime, nuisance calls and scams, local policing, cybercrime, antisocial behaviour, isolation and road safety. We've had over 800 people already that have been engaged with us, and the majority of those responses show that nuisance calls, scams and financial coercion are the biggest concerns. And I've had it said to me, and I think other people have had it said to them, this is the first time anybody has asked me for my opinion. Now, I personally, because obviously being a trustee of Age UK Sussex, have been able to visit all the Age UK day centres and talk to all the people there, plus the Healthy Living Clubs and a couple of other day centres that we don't run. And in fact, there's more that I'm going to go and visit. And they are just so grateful that somebody cares. They say, this is the first time anybody's ever asked me for my opinion. And there's lots of advice we can give them on how the various scams are that are going on and how to avoid being caught and being a sucker. And my amazing thing is, when I talk to them about this and talk to them about the police non-emergency number of 101, nobody had heard of it. So that's something that the police are going to make sure, the Police and Crime Commissioner, Katie Bourne, is going to make sure that more people are aware of the 101 number, and so that they can report these things much quicker and easier.
Sorry, Pauline, that is a very important message, because that's the non-emergency number for the police.
That is the non-emergency number. And in fact, Katie Bourne herself says one of the most alarming responses that's come out of the big conversation, as we call it, excuse me, so far is the lack of awareness amongst older people of the 101 police non-emergency number. And I have to say amongst younger people as well sometimes.
Yeah, no, it is. It's very important. I'm glad you're getting that message out there. You sound like a truly wonderful ambassador for Age UK and the issues of older people. What's the project involved for you as a volunteer? How much commitment have you had to make for this?
I've done as much commitment as I'm able to, and as much as I can go out to people, as I've said, since we started in March. So I think I started going out about the end of April, because we have these wonderful, colourful postcards. You might have seen it on a picture that I think was sent, but we have these wonderful coloured postcards that we give to people, help them fill out if necessary, which has the 8 issues from financial abuse to road safety that I read out, and they can tick the ones that affect them most. And then on the back of the postcard, which is about an A5, it's about that size, and on the back of it, they can say which is the one that gives them the most worry, why it's affected them, and if anything, what they feel about how this can improve, what anything can be done to improve matters. And all of these have been analysed, and I said over 800 so far. With Older People's Day in October, quite a lot of us are going out to various different events being held over Sussex. I personally am going to the Crowborough Community Information Roadshow, where we will have a stall and we'll be able to engage with the public using the feedback cards that I've talked about, and talk to them about their concerns in the area.
Great. It's wonderful that everybody's feeling so valued by this. Is this a pilot scheme going on in Sussex, or is this something
From what I understand, yes. I mean, Katie Bourne, who I've got to know very well over the last few months, in my opinion, I'm no spokesman for her, but in my opinion, she's done a fantastic job as the PCC, and this is something that she has started and which I think, and I understand a lot of other PCCs are looking at to see how it comes out, and hopefully others will do exactly the same.
Fantastic. So you're going on until February next year, and then it'll all be evaluated, and we might see if this project spreads.
Hopefully, yes. I mean, she's already done the Youth Commission, which has done extremely well, and they've, I haven't got all the details in front of me, but they have done extremely well in getting out the 5 messages to the police, and the police are supporting them, and they are continuing. And yes, hopefully next year you will see a nice big report on what we're doing and what the police are going to do. And obviously I think scams are going to be one of the biggest ones in it. Yeah,
there's an awful lot of information on the Age UK website about scams as well. And if anybody wants to call up because they've been a victim of scams or they're concerned about it, you can call 0800 169 6565 any day of the year, and you can get through to the Age UK information and advice team, who can give you some advice or send you some information through the post. So there's a youth commissions as well. That sounds really valuable.
Yes. I mean, obviously that's all on the PCC, the Sussex Police Crime Commissioner's website. That's done very well. They have been so involved that a lot of them are carrying on doing it, and just feel it's been worthwhile in getting their thoughts out.
Oh, great. What a great scheme to have been involved in. So what changes are you hoping to make to your community? What difference do you think people are going to experience?
Well, I hope that they will feel and understand that the PCC and the police continue to accurately represent local priorities, and that they feel that they are part of it, and that older people are as much part of the community as anybody else in the community, and that they will be able to feel much safer in the community.
Good. Yeah, that sounds great. Have you always been politically minded, Pauline?
Oh, no, I'm not politically minded at all. This is not politically minded. This is caring for older people, because I feel that there's a lot given to younger people and children, and rightly so, but the older people in our community, and we're all going to get older, and I'm getting older, that the older people are the lots that are, say, the poor relations that are not really looked at or given to or helped as much as... that's why I got involved with Age UK Sussex, why I became a trustee about 4 years ago, I believe, over 4 years ago. And I just feel that we, as you do, a lot of good for the older people, and I think that this Elders Commission will just add to all of that.
Fantastic work.
It's a commitment to protect, if you like, vulnerable older people.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like... It sounds like we need more people like you in our communities.
Oh, I think we have. We've got them on both the Age UK Sussex, well, obviously on Age UK as a whole, but certainly I'm very involved with Age UK Sussex. We've got them there, and we also have it within the Elders Commission. Everybody in the Elders Commission, giving my age away now, is over 60, so we all are aware of older people and all are aware of what we want to do to help them.
Fantastic. I wish you and the Sussex Elder Commission lots of luck with this project, with the surveys that you're doing, and I really hope that with some great results in February you end up having a pilot scheme that gets pushed out across the country. Thank you.
Yes, that would be really great. That would make it even more worthwhile if we help people other than in Sussex.
Thank you so much for joining us on the wireless today, Pauline.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Pauline Jackson from Sussex there.